JN Bank Savings Streams promotion and save monthly for a chance to win an all expenses paid trip to Peru. Enter now. The time by JN Bank Savings Streams promotion is 6 o'clock.
This is IT Ellis.
And I'm Tammy Chin Mitchell.
See it happen on CVM.
Brought to you by Flow.
You don't know. Rock your body, I saw rock your body, right? You know, me not good pan the words, me know.
Unless you create your own. When you create your own, you're very good at it.
Terrible. You used to forget them on stage all the time.
No, when you say I mean them, tell me.
You don't know. Yeah. Rise and shine, sunrisers. Good morning. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, or should I say, or as we always say, win this day.
Win this day.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
I like that.
Yeah, we have to win
this day in Kingston City because it's a winning season.
Yeah.
You decide. Remember, words sound is power.
Amen.
Words are power.
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
you speak it and you live it.
Yeah.
If you think a lie, me I tell somebody say I'm ugly and watch how them face look.
Jesus.
But if you tell them say them pretty, you see them start smile. Words sound.
You know, I haven't been here for over a week.
Yes.
Yes, I
How
know
are
you
you?
miss me. I know you miss me.
Listen, man.
What should I take? What true word? What is up
true. Even that miss you a while ago.
The word sound power. Listen, I've been gone for over a week because I spent the last week settling the children back to school.
Into school.
I know every mother out there is singing a hallelujah.
Has that been?
It's been great, but it's also back to the grind. It's back to the traffic. If you see the traffic come on in,
listen.
It's back to all of the things that, you know, you kind of release in the summer, but no, you know, it's a lot. Routine
it's
is
a lot.
hard, but it's good. The traffic is hard, but we've got to face it. It's a lot. Yeah.
You know, so I watched the video. Tammy posted that video the morning that she took all the children to school. And
dear.
2 down, 2 more to go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then David said, morning, mommy, when the man, they must come out of the car.
Yeah,
kind of thing. You
Nobody
know
would even say bye.
And then I watched you go and work out after.
Yes.
Then do the editing. I'm like, my God, no, man, you deserve a salary increase.
No.
And when you need to give Tammy a salary increase.
Okay,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because Wade is paying my salary. No, but seriously, it's the life of many mothers, you know, and I just happen to document it sometimes, but there's so many moms and dads out there, guardians, parents, who are doing the most to keep things afloat, to keep their house in order, and it's not easy. On my way here, I was saying, man, September is a tough month, and I hope you don't ever feel like it's you one.
Yes.
So many of us are feeling the pinch of September. It's a month that we have to figure out so many different things. And you have to just go because tell you the truth, when I was driving here this morning too, it did dark.
Yes.
So guess what that means?
That means
the season is changing.
The year is coming to an end.
That is it. Which mean what?
Which mean a New Year, Christmas again, and the excitement and the commercialization.
Broke again.
Spend money again. No, money again. Money find us.
Words on power.
Money find us.
Yes, abundance
in
again.
Jesus' name.
Amen.
Yeah,
Amen. But seriously, I just want everybody to know that, you know, you might be, like I said, you're feeling the pinch of this September.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. Everybody's trying to figure it out. Fine. Some people are on a different scale of figuring it out. But
levels.
Still, it causes the same feelings and reactions. Yeah. And you have to be figuring out, all right, what do I need to cut back on? Or how can I make more money? Or how can I figure this out? Or who not gonna eat lunch today?
Hey. I am thankful that our culture is a culture of sharing, you know what I mean?
Amen.
You can go and check your neighbor and ask them if they have any salt, you know?
Yes.
And look at sugar.
True,
you know?
yesterday Jackson.
You can't find
No. Jackson forgot him lunch money yesterday and his friend did lend him the money.
Look at that.
Yes, and I said, that's right. And I said, these are the things that build you as well and that build compassion in other people to be able to share with you and know one day you will do the same for somebody else. So, you know, life lessons in all these things.
But you can't just forget your lunch money every day, every week. You know, after a couple of days, I say, no, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Look here. That was the queen of that. I said, you know, so we forget it again. But then it's like my brain just laps some on, you know.
Look here. Tammy, I said this so often. Stephen Chin, wherever you are in the world, you remember when I used to give me a lunch?
Yes, it's my uncle, you know. I'm my uncle's father. Stephen was my uncle's father.
Now, after a while, Stephen got so frustrated, I should say, with me coming. When we come, just go so.
Yeah, take your money.
With the song, I thank you.
Yes, yeah, but you don't forget it, you see.
I don't forget it.
Don't forget Stevie.
No, I don't forget Stevie. He was a good tennis player too, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Listen. What's happening in the world today?
Oh, tell me.
Cuba to honor former PM Portia Simpson Miller with Medal of Friendship. The Cuban government has bestowed upon PSM one of its highest honors, the Medal of Friendship. The award will be received by her husband on her behalf at the Cuban embassy today at 10 a.m. That's a wonderful thing, you know, to recognize the bonds of friendship and cooperation that united Portia with the Cuban people. Awesome. I love awards. I love when people recognize you when you are still breathing the breath of life.
Which reminds me, me would like a recognition of our friendship too. I want a medal, I want a award, so why we do that for a friend then?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to
strengthen the ties.
You know, we're going to tell me, we're going to turn up Heroes Day. Let's turn up.
Oh.
Yeah, remember when them cars goes walk.
Yeah, I say, she need a medal. Him need a medal. Yeah. A friendship.
Yeah, you know. we're not on the official register.
Indeed. What else is going on in the world? So, Dr. the Honorable Andrew Holness was sworn in for a third consecutive term as Prime Minister yesterday afternoon at King's House. Jamaica's 9th Prime Minister was presented with the instrument of office after taking the oath of allegiance and the oath of office. The lawn was filled with dignitaries, well-wishers, and Jamaica Labour Party supporters decked out in their green with bell in hands. It was jam-packed. I had to drive past there yesterday, and I was like, whoa. There was so many cars, so many people. But I must say, lots of police on the road, making sure that everything was being handled correctly and dealt with. But based on social media and what I saw, it looked like it was a great event. So, yeah, you have that going on as well. Lots going on in Jamaica, man. Like lots, even abroad, Jamaicans abroad doing the most. We are run going and doing the thing.
Let me tell you something, man. You see, I want to big up personally Tyler Mason. Yes, Tyler, you know, we work out in the gym sometimes.
Oh,
and I never know, you know what I mean? No, I watch him.
Okay.
Because the things way more than Tommy.
You're not do them.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Trust
that's
me.
true. That's
and,
true.
And also Mr. Bennett, you know, who it was another 1-2, not first and second.
Right.
But I mean, we love when we are on the podium.
Yeah, man.
It's a beautiful. But that Tyler, he's worked hard.
Yeah.
And I think this is his first time qualifying for the team and making it and achieving that earning that medal. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. To all the athletes. I literally was, first of all, the pressure to do something like that. Me would have false start every time. I just want everybody to know that.
Me
That's
nervous watching the races.
Yeah, me not feel good.
You know what I mean? Watching the races. I have to talk about oblique civil too, because I tell you something.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? When
Cool
it was
pressure.
He was nervous in the back there.
Yes.
He was losing it.
Yes.
You know? But then oblique, I tell you something. Glenn Mills, congrats again.
Yeah, indeed.
Because your record continues to expand. But oblique and Kishane
amazing.
Thompson.
Amazing. But you know what I really want to talk about is 10,000 meters. Who did that?
Yeah.
Why them I do this? That's 20, I think it's 25 laps or something. And I was watching this and I was like, who come up with this one? We really need for this.
You know, the athletes different. A sprinter who does the 100 meter, they always built differently. And those who do the 5,000, 10,000, I mean, and now you know for them.
Yes, and it doesn't, you know, it's so interesting because one is not, it's not that one is more difficult than the other. They just require different skill sets, different endurance, different muscles to be firing off, both challenging. Both are strong, but it's such a metaphor for life that different things require different things of you, and you have to grow in those areas, or you can't do them. So the 100 meter man can't do the 10,000 and vice versa.
And vice versa.
You know? No,
no,
sir.
listen.
Too much. Too much.
I make them up.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
of course the queens of track.
Oh my gosh.
Or should I say that queen of track?
Oh, love her.
Shelly and Fraser Price.
Love her.
You know,
I'm
and I
so
love how
proud of her.
gracious she is. You know, she's saying I'm handing the baton over to the twin turbo, Clayton twins.
Amazing, amazing, and just, you know, happy that she had an opportunity to, as she said in her own words, to do it on her own terms.
Yes,
which is such a big deal.
Yes, yes,
you know, and the older you get, the more you realize, wow, doing life on your terms, doing anything on your own terms is really a privilege.
It's true.
So that's amazing.
Yesterday it wasn't my terms. I had to do it on Karen's terms.
Oh,
because it was her birthday.
It was Karen's birthday.
It was
Why
Karen's
you never
birthday,
tell me?
I posted it.
Stop it! That wasn't on the intranet yesterday.
Yes, you can't tell her now. She watching.
Oh, Karen, happy birthday! I love Karen. You know, I love Karen so much. Happy birthday to you, and I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Even though you had to spend it with this man right here. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Listen, somebody saw her yesterday and say, "Oh, you look so young." I said, "I give her enough joke."
Jesus.
I can't tell. Say, I give her enough joke. I said, laughter is good medicine.
Oh,
you know
that's
what I mean?
lovely. You guys did anything special?
Oh, I want to say a very special thank you to Sandals Ocherios.
Wow.
Yes, and of course Serena. You see, I don't forget. I know you're watching. You're up and you say, I wake up this morning, and Akil and Ronaldo, photographers, did a fantastic job. Slisha, Walker 2, Percival, Ambersley, and your daughter, Kishane. His daughter's name is Kishane Ambersley, yes. And her birthday was yesterday, like
wonderful.
Karen. So I would say a very good morning and thank you to all the staff. And the hospitality was remarkable. And I'm truly grateful and gracious that you would have done all you did yesterday. Made it special.
And Karen deserves it.
Oh my God.
There you have it.
Oh my God.
Good for her. We have some other birthdays to celebrate as well. Today, though, lots of people born in September. Yeah. I think September.
It's a December thing. It's the Christmas festivities.
It's a December phone.
Yes.
But happy birthday to twin Crimson Joy. Twins, Crimson Joy and Cameron Simpson, celebrating their sweet 16th birthday. Amazing. Coming from your mommy, Trudianne Nooks. Wow, happy birthday to the twins.
And of course, also Benjamin, Bebe Winans. He's an American gospel and R&B singer from Detroit, Michigan. He's a member of the noted Winans family. Most of the members you should know. The gospel artists includes CC Winans, you know, and BB Winans, of course. You know,
well, this is BB.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
BB
okay, got it. CC and BB.
We don't call him Benjamin, you know.
Right.
But he's celebrating a birthday. I want to say big up, you know. They're all singers, you know.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Just like me and my
Yeah. All singers. Listen to my family, we're all jokers.
Really, yes, exactly. All comedians. I can't bother. Listen, guys, we do have an amazing show planned for you. You know, we hope that you stick with us this Wednesday. We always say that it's our joy to get you started on this day, which sometimes can be, you know, that day of the week where you're like, do I have to? Yes, you have to. And we're here to help you get over the hump of this morning so that you can get your day started right. And we always like to get the day started right with our very own mixtape. So I wait every week to see what they have chosen for us, and then we don't know. Yes. And sometimes it hit and sometimes it miss. But let's see what we got today. Come on, selector,
run the track.
Run it.
Run the selector. No. Run the track.
Very special.
Okay, I'll take it.
Take good care of me like it's a duty. Won't you ride by my side night and day? No letting go, no holding back, because you are my
The time by Sagicor is
6:15.
Crunch your craving with the value menu from KFC. With combos starting at just $620. KFC, it's finger licking good.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals on CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Boy, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score.
Greatness begins here.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we speak to the winner of the first installment of the Tourism Enhancement Fund's groundbreaking Tourism Innovation Incubator Program, Dr. Dwayne Chambers.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Very good morning if you're just joining. Welcome back to Sunrise. It's 6:17 in the AM, which means it's time for me to introduce the one and only headliner or headline queen. I'm talking about Okay.
Oh. What? Just so?
When TK,
come, pana.
What? No one bad news, pana.
Only good news, pana. With the vibes on the top, pana.
This is the remix.
Yeah,
Good morning.
It was not good.
It's so good to have you and see you, and you know. Welcome to our new space.
I love it.
You have to love it, you know. Karen,
nice.
man, beside Eva, Karen.
Listen.
She always sort us out. Hey,
It's giving. What this mean?
Oh no.
I see my daughter don't do it today.
It's tea.
Men can
Or eat. Which one?
No.
Tea?
Okay, ready? I learned this. All right, guys. Here's
This is news.
This one is clock it.
Clock it.
This.
Oh no.
No, and this one is 8. You ate because it's 8.
But
like
I thought
this
this
is 8
was-
in sign language.
So what does mean?
That's what TikTok said. Shana,
They
am
might
I
tell
wrong?
us something else. You
This
know,
is
so
clock
we're not the
it, so
Gen Z them.
clock it.
What
and
clock
then
it really
this
mean,
one
though?
is
No, is it appropriate when we talk about Karen? Can we say she's clocking it?
Oh,
Or she clocked
yeah.
it?
Or guess what? In her dress, she ate.
It's better
You
you
know?
say, oh, they said 8.
But you not for saying none of this.
It ate.
man,
No,
not
you know
for
what?
Anyway, you know what, guys? Let's stick to our age group.
Yes.
Can we do that?
That's true.
listen.
And in my
That's it.
age group, we still do this for phone call.
No.
This now.
No, it is. It's
this
this.
now.
I said that is nothing. This don't mean that we still do this for wind on your window.
Yes.
No, wind on your window. Nobody is speaking that talk about this. What does this mean?
No,
They know.
we talk with the speaker on like this. Hello?
It's true. A shame. Anyway,
But
tell us.
anyway, we're just saying, you know, Karen T. Booker of the Design Diva.
Yes.
Your set 8.
Yeah. You know
And now,
what that is.
and then we will never do that again. All right, let's jump into the headline, shall we?
Shall we?
Are you ready?
Okay.
Are
Let's
you
go.
ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, so deeper integration for select CARICOM countries. The Caribbean Community CARICOM Secretariat
has confirmed that 4 member states, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, are set to implement full free movement among themselves starting October 1. Nationals of these countries will have the right to enter, live, work, and remain indefinitely in any of the participating states without the need for work or residency permits. They'll also be entitled to access emergency and primary health care, as well as public primary and secondary education within the capacity of the host country. Now, according to the CARICOM, the initiative follows a decision by regional leaders at their July summit in Jamaica and forms part of efforts to advance the CARICOM single market and economy, the CSME. Other CARICOM members will continue to operate under the existing free movement regimes of the CSME.
For those who just joined, let me just say and emphasize that it did not say visa restrictions. It said deeper integration.
Yes.
Free movement.
Yeah,
sorry, but hold on there.
What?
No, we need to get this back. I just feel like this is a little bit like, hey TK, I want you to come over to my house for dinner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some friends over.
Yeah.
And we're gonna plan a getaway.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have a holiday.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna get to come to the holiday.
They made the decision in Jamaica.
Let me get this right.
Isn't on the list.
We're not on the list, but I did misread that.
Yeah. No, I misread that too.
We're not upon it. Okay.
But they did have the discussion at our dinner. You're correct.
Okay, but I'm just saying, but you're not invited yet.
Here's the good news. Here's the good news. We, so many people talk about how powerful we would be if the Caribbean were we operated as a region as opposed to, smaller nations.
United
right?
States of the Caribbean.
And so, it's getting there.
I like that.
It's getting there.
It has to start somewhere.
And I'm sure that, this will bring a lot of opportunities and development and growth. I mean, I'm sure it will come with some challenges.
Yes,
but, for those member states that are participating, and who knows who will be next?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think it is great. I'm being funny about, obviously,
I think so.
coming over to dinner and not being invited.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get invited soon.
Why? We have to behave ourselves, though.
Sure
sometimes
why do we have to behave ourselves?
Sometimes we go to dinner and we give a lot of problems.
Bring
and the people at the table say, you see them there? We're not inviting them to our house.
Come with them too long. And
I think the meeting that was held here strategic. I'm sure the discussions have begun.
Yeah.
So, we soon hear the announcement. I'm going to say, wow, we spoke about it at that time. Here we are now. We are invited and we are
bigger picture, bigger picture, I think it is a good thing. Bigger picture, I do think that's how we should be operating in the world more, especially in the Caribbean. And it's a good place to start. And it's a good, we're a good model that maybe one day you'll see the whole world at some point when we, evolve a little more.
Well, the thing about it is, as well, I think that we need to analyze as Jamaicans how we are also perceived.
Absolutely.
I know that we think that we are the Caribbean. We think that Jamaica is, it's Jamaica and the others.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard you guys say it. I've heard it. And stop it. That's not right. But that aside, it's interesting that we are known for the sports and our culture and the intelligence and whatever, but we're also known for a lot of violence, a lot of, indiscipline, a lot of issues and problems. And so, would we be invited to other nations for free movement? And if not, why not? And how can we as a nation work on that 100%. To make ourselves more appealing? 100%. The other thing, though, is that free movement goes both ways. So remember that if we can go to X nation and just work and live and stay,
that's going to have to happen here. Yes.
For our health centers and our hospitals and drive on our roads. And so a lot of people kind of have we want to go there, but I don't know if we have the resources to host people
but
here.
I don't know.
I
think it's an interesting thing, and this is what I think about sometimes when I think globally and I think about global restrictions and borders, is that nobody is ever really choosing the same thing. People want different things.
True.
And so I think it's an interesting, almost social experiment to see how we would all not flock to one place and we would choose differently because nobody wants the same things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you though.
Yeah.
And that is something that we have always had to be aware of, is that, you know, alongside with our greatness, adjacent to that is also all that's not
some
great
other
about
things.
us.
We do everything well,
Yes,
including
right.
badness.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. But
That's
we're
That's
getting
a
better. I
challenge.
have
We're
to
getting
believe
better.
it.
We're getting
Yes.
better.
Indeed.
We're working on it.
Indeed.
Famous for
Working
our
on it.
creative prowess,
Yes.
famous for our athletes, but infamous.
Yeah. There you
for
go.
The other
things.
stuff,
Yes,
which we will
yes,
not
yes,
even name.
yes.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, let's go now. Why Not Wednesday headline time? I
Yes,
think
yes.
Tammy is going to love this.
Oh,
What?
Young mom aims for 105 children. Come on, Tammy.
yeah.
Get with it.
No, man, them need for just
Get
stop
with
this
it.
right-
Get with it.
That's
So,
nuts.
At 23,
105?
105 children. So already know, a 23-year-old Russian woman, Christina Ozturk, aims to have 105 kids with her husband and Galip. They plan to use surrogacy as they already have 11 children with only one born naturally. Christina claims to be addicted to motherhood, desiring the happy squeals of kids. Her words. So the couple lives in Georgia and wants more children through surrogacy. As I said, Christina loves taking care of kids and ensures a strict routine for her children. The couple don't know how many more children they can have, but they say that they don't plan on stopping at 11 kids.
Listen, you know.
This, I think somebody needs a definite, like, what's it called? Mental health check.
Right? 105 children.
I also just
And
think, you
they're
know,
already
that's
at 11.
but that's also, I mean, their desire is really based on them. And I think it is so interesting that none of them are looking, I'm sure they are, but for how I see it is, how are we looking at the children's lives? I find it hard to split myself between 4.
Yeah.
And I often think to myself, gosh, it's so hard to show up for each of you properly, that you have to think about the well-being of the people you're bringing into this world, as opposed to hitting a target number because you like to hear the squeals of children. Perhaps you should work at a daycare. Perhaps you should go and work at a school. Perhaps you could, you know, find something else or some other way, because whether you like it or not, those children's needs are going to be unmet at some point. And then the older children are going to become parents to the younger children long before they should. It's too much. This is not a Why Not Wednesday headline. This is
stressing you out.
Please do not.
It's stressing you out.
Madam Ozturk, trust me, take it from Tammy, she knows.
No, I just think to each his own, obviously, but I just think there is a limit that every human has to be able to really, you know, and I don't know.
It's interesting though in this day and age and with these
105?
economies. Look at that.
105.
That's a lot of them.
My mother had 8.
Yes. And then, you know, there was a time, I tell you what.
Is this her?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times, even like once you go over 2 children, people almost, I mean, and I've experienced this personally, where it's almost a little like, a little shame. Like, them like, 4 picnic, you know? And I mean, that's them, not me. But I'm just like, you know, my mom had 5 kids. Her mother had 6. It's how it was. But they all say it was so hard. To keep everybody in check, keep everybody in line, keep everybody fed, clothed, educated. No, sir.
105.
It's more than the finance, or the financing, or taking care of them, the provision.
Absolutely.
It's much more than that.
Absolutely.
Because they may be very wealthy, but there are other things, time and nurture.
Exactly.
And
It's a
other
splitting of
beautiful things,
oneself.
What do you drive? What's the family car when you have 105 kids?
You know better gonna
What do
away.
you drive?
Yeah, but you get a Jota. I said,
Two Jota. But anyway, that's what I have for you this morning. I'll be back at 7 a.m. For the news.
All right, we love that.
Clock it.
Clock it.
Wait, this one.
Clock it.
Remember,
TKA.
Brethren, we're not supposed to do that here, sir.
Yeah, I don't think
Michaela
so.
is
I don't
like,
think
oh my
guys are
God,
supposed to
please
do it. No, I don't think so. Anyway, that's all the time we have for headlines today. But coming right up, we explore the concept of trusting with all thine heart inside Wednesday service. So keep it clocked. Sunrise.
Lawyers and householders. Access the Hart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Hart is
6:30. want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah.
Yo, what are you?
We have to be.
Oh man, no, 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 brother, no, man,
You don't see you ever play ref? No, the game, no play.
Yeah, but a little ball game. No, I said, place when you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, Bridging. No shake on, I can play a little ball, Bridging.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, Bridging. Just live good, man.
That's it. Come together as one. I make the violence done.
Hey, yo. And everybody with me, yeah. Hey, yo. Me have to ask, why eat all the snacks when sunshine is the best for you? Nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, naturally sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
Everybody want to save a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Some people have Saturday service, some have Sunday service. We always have Wednesday service. Glad to have you back with us right here on Sunrise. This morning, our guests are bringing us some music ministry. We're joined by the gospel trio, Agape, Ashley Cummings, Giovanni Baker, and Abigail Brown, and they all can sing. They're preparing for their upcoming concert, Trust Him. Beyond the music, they are here to talk about what it really means to put our faith in God, even when life gets uncertain. Welcome.
Welcome, guys.
A warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you so much for having us.
I want to thank you on key.
You miss it? Like harmony. I do want to first, everybody who's watching today just wants to start with, you know, who is Agape? How did this come about? I really want to know how this started, because for three people to find each other and say, you know what, this is what we are going to do is always interesting. And I want to know what's at the core of your musical ministry.
Okay, so first of all, agape actually has two meanings. So the first meaning is the love that God has for us, and the second meaning is Ashley, Giovanni, Abigail praising Elohim.
Yeah.
So that's the basis behind the name. So quick backstory, Ashley and I have actually known each other since we were in preschool, and we used to sing together in different groups. And Ashley and Gio have known each other since they were young as well, because their parents are friends. And the three of us now linked up at a summer camp in 2015.
Wow.
So we linked up at that summer camp, and then later on we all went to Northern Caribbean University in 2019, and we all sang together on the praise team, and then we eventually formed a trio. And that's the background behind how we're here today.
Perfectly said.
I can't talk about us being in
preschool together at all.
But the centrality and the emphasis and highlight on Proverbs 3, 5 to 6, which says, trust in the Lord. Talk to me about the significance of that and the activity of that in a believer's life every day.
Well, we might understand and even be able to recite that easily, but it's not really the easiest concept to trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
But we have to hold firm to the fact that the Bible says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, not half-heartedly. And not lean to what you think you understand, but in all our ways, acknowledge Him, and after that, He will just make the way for us. And in our story, personally and as a group, God has really made our path straight. Yeah. So we just have to continue to trust Him. It's the formula that works.
It's really easier said than done, because sometimes when things everything is all over the place, I don't know what's to come.
Yes.
It's like I say, God, am I on the right path? Am I doing what you're telling me to do? How do I know that I am on the straight and narrow? But you really just have to, I guess it comes down to that personal connection that you have with Him, and you have to know how to hear Him. Because he speaks to people differently. So you would have to know how to hear him, so to know that, okay, yes, God, this is you, and I'm putting all my trust and my faith in you. Yeah.
It's so hard sometimes, though, isn't it? And I think so many people watching now think to themselves, well, as we keep saying, it's easier said than done. Is there any story you could share about a time when you felt like, you know, you were scared to put all your trust in God and do what you heard him say to do? I think stories like that really help people to say, you know what, I'm going through something similar, and they want to hear stories like this. So can you share anything?
Sure. So I have a very recent story, actually. So I'm currently studying medicine in Guyana. I did my first degree at NCU, and I moved to Guyana last year. So I've been there officially for 1 year, and I'm home on the holiday. So that experience overall has just been so challenging and has forced me to unlock, honestly, another level of trusting in God. Because it's easy, you know, when you're going through your day-to-day challenges and everything, but when you're in a place by yourself, completely isolated, away from your family, your friends, everything that you've known growing up, it's very hard to say, well, God, this is a whole new experience. I don't know anybody. This is a completely new place, but I'm trusting in you to make the way straight. I know that this is where you want me to be. I know that this is the plan and the path that you've established for me. So I just need to trust and believe that you're going to work it out. And even though I may not be able to understand what is happening right now, why it's happening, I know that ultimately everything is working out for my good.
Amen. Everything
I love that.
is working out for your good. You would quote it every day. You know, when I was growing up, it used to be, oh, God bless, no man curse. No, it's Romans 8:28. You know? Is that the reality for you too?
Well, I of course, but I also claim Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Because he knows the plans he has for me, I don't have to worry. I can just trust him.
And we say it ad nauseum. It's easier said than done.
Yes, yes.
You know, because I'm sure there are times that you would have experienced something that you said, oh, I missed it. That's not what God was saying.
No.
You have to wheel and come again. You know?
I love that the name of this
Agape.
upcoming no, I was saying about the concert. Trust him, because it is exactly what we're talking about here today. And I love that you are in all of this preparing for that concert that's coming up. Tell us what people can expect from this concert, and then we'll get into all the details of how they can get there. But what can we expect?
Well, we always say it's more than just a concert. It sounds so corny. It's an experience. And it's really us taking everybody in attendance, taking them on a journey with our individual testimonies and how God has really worked in our lives. And, you know, we have so many of our friends that are going to be there with us performing. And we just want everybody to leave there, not just feeling, yeah, man, the concert is nice, but also having a renewed sense of, yeah, man, no matter what the situation is, I put my faith in God and he will carry me through.
Giovanna, listen, Christianity is hard.
Yes.
Let's not come on TV and appear like it's easy, right? And it's harder for young persons, I find. And it's harder for males, I find. Talk to us about your experience, how you overcome the reality that it is so hard.
Well, yes, as you stated quite well, it is difficult. There's a song that says he never promised that the road will not get heavy.
Never.
Sing it.
Don't sing it, I think.
Sorry.
Help me out.
You sing it,
It's early. But it epitomizes, especially, I'd say, my experience as a Christian, as you say, a male, to whom much is given, much is expected, and much is required. And when people look on you and expect leadership, it's even a heavier load. However, we have to maintain our main goal. So we have to understand that Jesus is in the lead. Human expectations will always be there. But when you understand that you serve a God who is forgiving, always willing to, when you slip up, he'll forgive you, it takes off a bit of the burden for me, I can tell you, whereas I'm not settled in imperfection, but while I strive for perfection, I know that God is patient with me.
You know, this weekend that the show is going to be happening?
Yes.
What a great way for people to come together, to share experiences, tell us a little bit about where it's going to be, how we can get tickets, and how we can be a part of the Trust Him concert.
Do we have space for all the people?
There's space for everybody. Go ahead, Abby.
Okay, so the concert is going to be held in Portmore at Emmanuel Apostolic Church on Brayton Parkway. Thereabouts. The gates open at 6:30, but the concert starts at 7:30. So we're giving people time to, get there, get settled, so that we can have a very prompt start. We expect a big turnout as well, so we're really expecting people to come there on time so that they can secure parking and have a comfortable seat for the experience. So tickets now, we'll have tickets on sale at the gate for $3,000, and there's still also a small window for you to contact us to get your tickets. So the number that you can call is located on the flyer, but that's primarily how you can get tickets.
Tell us the number again, please.
It's 876-476-6933. That's
And
the
it
number.
is this Saturday?
This Saturday night.
Okay,
September
wonderful.
20.
September
Wonderful.
20.
It's the best date. I love that. It was so lovely to sit with all of you. Just hearing you all speak is just so nice to hear young people like being able to express themselves in this way, that it gives me so much hope to be like, oh, I can't wait to hear you sing. Like, I can't wait. If you guys are so in sync just speaking, what's it going to be like when you sing? So I think we're going to be able to get a taste of that this morning, which we're looking forward
absolutely.
to. So thank you so much for being here. And
Thank
we
you for
hope
having
that
us.
you have the best, most incredible experience and turnout on Saturday.
Thank you
It's gonna
so
be
much.
awesome. All right, that was Ashley Cummings, Giovanni Baker, and Abigail Brown of Agape sharing their story with us this morning. And Sunrise, don't go anywhere. Their harmonies are coming alive on stage in just a few. So stay with us.
And I'll be...
Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries. For only $2,700 plus GCT, simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
Don't miss the Courts Home event sale from September 15 to 20 with up to 30% off. Get a Rest Tonic Comfort Care Pillow Top Queen mattress for $59,999. A 55-inch Samsung Smart TV for $75,999. Save up to $40,000 off fridges. Plus, shop today and pay us later on 6 to 48 months credit. The Courts Home event sale September 15 to 20 with up to 30% off. Courts, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Ashman's Equipment, the new name in forklift sales and rentals in Jamaica. Top quality, low prices, fleet discounts available, 12-month warranty, free service parts, daily rentals, crazy cheap. Ashman's Equipment, same forklift, better deals.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace, Singer, and Islandnet Services.
Welcome back, Sunrisers, and thank you so much for staying with us. We're keeping things flowing inside our Wednesday service as we lift our hearts in worship. Here to perform for us this morning is Agape.
Agape.
God says,
From a bold idea in 1995 to years of transforming Jamaican homes and businesses, Design Options has been your partner in style, comfort, and creativity. From fine upholstery to fabrics, curtains, cushions, wallpaper, and custom touches made just for you. Design Options Limited, celebrating style, service, and sophistication. Here's to the next 30 years.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we speak to the winner of the first installment of the Tourism Enhancement Fund's groundbreaking Tourism Innovation Incubator Program, Dr. Dwayne Chambers.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
All right, Sunrisers, we're glad to have you back with us. And this Saturday, Jamaicans will join thousands across. This is not what we'll be doing across the globe this week. Right now, guys, let me tell you what's happening. Emma, you are back with us, as always, to give us the most information about, listen, since meeting you, Emma, I've taken away a lot of things from my children. They hate to see Emma coming, right? Because I'm like, you got to get cyber smart. Because with the amount of time we spend online, digital literacy and keeping safe is a must. So, of course, back with us this morning, CyberBright founder Emma Sharp Dalton Brown is here with us, and she's challenging us to think, is being cyber smart a life skill we should all be mastering? I like this question. Welcome back, Emma. And just for the record, yes, that's my answer. We should be cyber smart, and we should all be thinking about it, and not just in terms of our children, right?
Well, thank you for having me again.
Before you say anything, when we're done the course, I need a certificate, you know, some certification.
You'll hand in your phone, that's what you don't know.
Well, exactly. You'll hand and I'll go through your settings.
Exactly.
Right. So yes, so is being cyber bright a necessary skill, right? So if we move to the first slide, and we're going to go through all the points of whether actually it is a life skill that we actually all need, not just our children, but ourselves. So our teens, 10-year-olds, and even our babies are more au fait with what to do online than we adults are. They're skilled at using the devices and the internet. They don't need us to show them, right? So they can do it. They don't need lessons, but is that enough, right? So if we move to the next slide, right? So can you imagine if I dropped my children off at a swimming pool? They've never learned to swim. There is no supervision. I just leave them. Just leave them there, right? So if we look here, right? Drop them off, buy kids. They just go swimming. Can you imagine what would happen if I hadn't taught them to swim, given them swimming lessons? There's no supervision. They're going to get into trouble, right? Imagine getting to an adult and you still haven't learned to swim and you think you can just jump into the sea. You either nearly drown or you do drown because you're not learning about the ocean, not learning about the water, you're not learning the skill of swimming. That is insane, right? So imagine now, this is what we do with the internet and devices, right? So if we move on, so we are basically throwing them in, right? Look at our children when they go to school. We take pride with the fact they go, they learn to read and write, right? Do addition, form relationships. master the art of negotiation, grasp the concept of caring for themselves and others. At the end of the year, they get a certificate. Look, they get from when they're little, each year they get a certificate. They pass those skills for that year to move. But this is in the offline world. We are acknowledging that, okay? The essential skills we know that we must learn. We need to learn to swim before jumping in the water, look left and right before crossing the road, drive before getting our driver's license, please everybody. Use oven mitts to take hot things off the stove, everything that we learn in school. So why aren't we putting the same weight on learning to navigate through cyberspace in a safe and smart way, right? So we need to learn that, and then we need to teach them. Is it a life skill, right? Is it necessary? If we move on to the next one, the next slide, okay, if we look at the health and family life curriculum, these are literally the issues, these are the themes. Self and interpersonal relationships. Online, do you have interpersonal relationships with people? You are conducting yourself. Safety and security, again, safety and security settings, exposing yourself to strangers, sexuality and sexual health. That comes up because a lot of these children, their first encounter with sex is online, and they're not looking it up. It's coming up on weird Paw Patrol videos. It's coming up on just on Instagram. I mean, I came across a podcast that was literally about a woman who had intimate relations with 100 men in a day, and another thing, 1,000 men in a day. Now, that piques curiosity. Ooh, who's that? So they might go looking, who's that? And then before you know it, that's their first encounter. They're finding porn online, the same thing. They're not typing it in, it's just coming up. Appropriate eating and fitness. So again, on videos on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, there is this whole thing about looks and how you know your body is and your beauty. So they're learning about that online, right? And then managing the environment, of course, there's all sorts of things online, which is about the environment. So all of these things, they cover in family life, right? In family health and family life curriculum. So should we be putting this in the online world, right? Should we be putting online rather in the HFLE world? If we move to the next slide, right? So these things are what we learn in cyber safety as a whole. Right? So one of my first sessions that I did, we went through all of these things, right? It truly is essential to learn these skills. And these are life skills, but these are online. We move to the last one now, all right? And even more essential to master online is the skill of spotting bad actors who can harm our children. So all of these things are part of cyberbullying. So do you think it is a skill that is necessary, right? Health and family life education teaches our children skills, life skills. Should we be putting the online stuff in this curriculum? What do you think?
100% yes.
Right? So we need to find a way to get people to buy into that. It's already there. We just need to buy into it. And not just as a one session, a one workshop, a one lecture is not enough.
Yeah. I think about how you come in here week after week has totally opened us up to certain things. It certainly made me view things very differently in our homes. In our home, I feel like I've put many things in place because of our constant weekly interactions. And so you're right, it can't be a one-off. It needs, in my opinion, it needs to be treated much like any other subject, because it's something that daily we are dealing with.
And any other life skill, actually more important than obviously it's academics, very important. Yes. But it's a life skill.
Yes.
And the analogies that you used at the very beginning were powerful analogies. I mean, the fact that you wouldn't leave your child or take a child to swimming and just leave them without preparing them, you know.
Correct. And supervision. Yeah. And so parents leave their kids on devices and leave.
Yes. And not just even, maybe you're not leaving the home, but you're leaving the space. So like even something, as you said, we all want to think the best of our children, and our children are wonderful, but then, as you said, things are coming to them that they don't even mean for them. As you said, some of those things, I thought about even some of the stickers that are shared in WhatsApp messages or email or whatever it is, and so much is introduced. Very without our knowledge, if we're not checking, if we're not keeping that line of communication
And if you step
open.
away from a swimming pool while your child is in there, something can happen. Now, they've learned to swim, so as they become older and they're teenagers, they now learn to swim. You can step away. It's the same concept with internet, right? As they actually learn the skill of being cyber bright, of cyber
get
safety,
better at it.
they get better at it, and
They
you
know
can
to spot
step
things,
away and just have half an eye on it.
Exactly.
Don't step away from coming here each week.
We
because just-
love having you.
We love having you.
I tell you, kids hate to see Emma coming, but I love it.
Yes,
Thank you so much for
You're
that. That
welcome.
was such a perfect presentation and gave us, again, something to think about, which is what this is all about, to have us all thinking about how we're moving forward, especially in this digital world. All right, that was Emma Sharp Dalton Brown, founder of Cyber Bright, helping us to get cyber bright and helping us to think differently about digital safety. Of course, we've got more Sunrise on the other side, including your morning news, which is coming up next with our very own TK Dawkins. We'll see you in a few.
Living Insurance with JN Life. The time is
7 a.m.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries. For only $2,700 plus GCT, simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
Everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi. Brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Dr. Andrew Holness has been officially sworn in as Prime Minister, ushering in his third term in office. The nation's political spotlight turned to King's House Tuesday evening, where in his address, Dr. Holness extended an olive branch to opposition leader Mark Golding, inviting him to collaborate on advancing the government's ongoing constitutional reform agenda.
Mark, let us partner together to complete the work we started on making Jamaica a republic. I look forward to continuing the work with all stakeholders, the National Partnership Council, the church, unions, youth, the business community, and civil society generally. Let us all work hand in hand to build the progressive and prosperous Jamaica we all want.
Jamaican medical students who journeyed to China to study medicine are now left in limbo after returning home, unable to secure jobs, internships, or observerships in the local health system. With a shortage of doctors plaguing hospitals, these students say they feel abandoned by the very ministry that should be welcoming them into service. CVM's Raymond Morrison has this exclusive report.
They left their homes and families, chasing a dream to serve their country. Years of grueling study in a foreign land, learning a new language, adapting to a new culture. all to return home as fully trained medical doctors. But now, they say their dream has turned into a nightmare.
Despite completing medical school and being ready to serve, I and many others like me still have not been placed in the public health system. We're left sitting at home and waiting while hospitals remain short-staffed and patients need care. It is emotionally and financially draining, and I worry about losing my clinical skills the longer this goes on. We are ready and willing to work. We just need the ministry to place us so we can do what we were trained to do.
Over 30 Jamaican medical students from this year's graduating cohort who studied medicine in China are now back home, but unable to get jobs. This while, according to the students' research, patients in public hospitals face long waits and overworked doctors struggling to meet demand.
The way in which the placement of interns was handled this year was nothing short of distasteful. Not only were we left guessing at every step of the journey, but the Chinese trained doctors who were not placed were given no explanation and left to fend for ourselves. To be essentially abandoned by your own country when there are daily cries with shortages of hospital staff is an inexplicable feeling. Physicians are left to pick up the pieces of their lives with no hope in sight. If grants are being given to students for training in these foreign countries, why are there no accommodations made for them at the end of their studies?
The students say the government's inaction reflects poorly on the administration, especially given the perceived public health crisis.
I've never understood this whole argument with Chinese trained doctors. China is good enough to do everything else in Jamaica. They're good enough to build buildings and they're good enough to build roads, etc., etc. Why are they not good enough to train doctors? They're good enough to donate equipment to the government and to help the country. So why is it that now, when you're supposed to hire the physicians that they have trained, mind you, we would have had to go to the Chinese embassy in Kingston, get these visas, go to China and pursue these studies. It is not a secret that we would have left Jamaica. We didn't go to China illegally. So I know it's being treated as if, oh, you didn't go to US, so you're just being cast away.
Many of these students chose China because of affordable tuition, high-quality training, and sponsorship programs, including some supported by the Jamaican government. Some scholarships even require recipients to return and work locally for 5 years, a promise these students say they're being denied the chance to fulfill.
This whole internship placement process has been a roller coaster of emotions and has been taking a significant mental toll on me. On my medical journey, I've done my best to get the grades and make the necessary preparations for a smooth transition into this field. I've done my final year senior clerkship here at the Black River Hospital, where we were treated as doctors per se. The doctors really took the time to teach us, as they understand the difficulties of us who have studied abroad and the stigma of incompetence that has been placed on us, quote-unquote, foreign doctors. I've gained important clinical knowledge and skills, done overnight and late-night duties. They even took the time to give us CAMC-like examinations just to ensure that we're efficient. Reasons have been given stating our schools are not accredited and having to do observership instead. However, on the Ministry of Health's website, it states that those who have done clerkship in Jamaica didn't have to do observership and have still been denied from doing observership.
CVM News made multiple attempts to contact the specific departments within the Ministry of Health responsible for placements, but all calls have gone unanswered. As hospitals struggle with doctor shortages and patients continue to suffer, these young doctors wait, their dreams on hold, their future uncertain. The question remains, how much longer will they remain in limbo? Raymond Morrison, CVM News.
And on to sports now. The 2025 ISA schoolboy football season rolls on with live and exclusive coverage on CVM TV, CVMTV.com, and CVM TV on YouTube from Jamaica College today. In the 2 p.m. kickoff, Vauxhall High take on Spanish Town High. Vauxhall enter with momentum after a 2-1 win over East Kingston neighbours Camperdown High on Saturday, while Spanish Town are looking to bounce back from a 1-1 draw with Greater Portmore on Friday. The second match at 5 p.m. sees hosts Jamaica College face Greater Portmore High. JC are soaring after a 7-2 demolition of St. Mary's College on Saturday, while Greater Portmore are coming off a 1-1 draw with Spanish Town High. And that's it for morning news. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise comes back to you after this.
We know you're making every dollar work harder, choosing carefully, buying what you need, and making it stretch as far as you can. That's why Grace is giving shoppers discounts on over 20 of your favorite Grace products when you cash out at participating supermarkets. It's our way of helping you sweeten moments together, share more meals, and take care of the people you love. Make a good move with 40% savings from Grace.
And everybody with me, yeah. You me have to ask, why eat other snacks when sunshine has the best for you? Nature's best buns so crunchy, the flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain, taste the freshness, naturally sweet, the flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch. Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we speak to the winner of the first installment of the Tourism Enhancement Fund's groundbreaking Tourism Innovation Incubator Program, Dr. Dwayne Chambers.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISSA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals on CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Boy, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score. Greatness begins here.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Yeah, man, this is Grams Morgan. I want you to keep watching CVM TV, be inspired, be informed, right? See it happen right here on CVM TV. Morgan Heritage till year 3000 and beyond. Grams Morgan say that. See it? Blessings.
Protecting Jamaica's borders is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
Jesus 2025, 25th Jubilee Year of Hope with Father Holong and Friends, a celebration of faith and the life of Jesus Christ at the National Arena. Gala shows on September 27 to 28 and October 4 to 5. Tickets adults $2,000 and $3,000, children $1,200. All proceeds support missionaries of the poor. Get your tickets now. Call 876-774-7350 or 876-809-5877. Jesus 2025. You can't afford to miss it.
Welcome back to Sunrise. It was first staged in 2000. And now it's Jesus 2025, a powerful theatrical telling of the life and sacrifice of Christ, produced by Father Holong and Friends, with a new cast, new energy, and the same enjoying message. The production takes center stage at the National Arena later this month. Join us, of course, is the man behind the vision, our dear friend, my Georgian friend, Father Richard Holong. How are you?
I like the blue hat.
Yeah, right color, right shade.
And the white shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the maroon for Wayne.
Yeah,
Father Holong, it's so nice to have you here, as always. And as IT mentioned in his introduction, we've gone from Jesus 2000 to Jesus 2025.
Right.
25 years between the stagings. I can't help but ask, what may be different about this staging versus when you did it back in 2000?
Well, there's more movement, there's more dance. I find that Jamaica is a very peculiar country in terms of the arts, in a very good way, because I find we're able to use dance while giving a concert. Most people would have concerts stand-up style, beautiful also, but Jamaicans are able to move so that the expression of the lyrics of a song is communicated to the public, you know. And we have that triple talent in many Jamaicans: dance, singing,
acting,
storytelling, and acting, And we wanted to do this, and I think we've done that.
I love that.
You know what's interesting? The generation has changed and is changing, so the audiences are changing too. So preparing for a 2025 audience, were there different things that you did, or, I mean, the message is the same, but how did you prepare differently, or did you prepare differently?
Well, for instance, we have projectors now, so that some of the scenery is projected. Let us say, for instance, the Last Supper of Jesus. You see the beautiful painting of Da Vinci beaming on the back of the stage, and in the front you have the 12 disciples and Jesus offering the bread and wine as his body and blood, you know. And so there's greater versatility.
Technologically, and a 40-foot stage is what I read. Is that right?
40-foot stage.
That's big.
Right.
Amazing.
What's beautiful, I want to say a little bit behind the scenes, but is the marvelous generosity that I have found in people interested in theatre. They see it as a very powerful vehicle to change people so that there's vision, not just entertainment, but vision in productions, you know. And it's amazing how generous people have been, like Richard Beer, Main Event, years upon years from 25 years ago. He gave us all this incredible equipment he has. You know, people like like William Mafood, he says, look, Father, anything you want for the kids and so forth. So we're putting on, by the way, I have a little surprise for you.
Exciting.
Surprise, and also, this is my birthday.
Yes. Today, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And
happy birthday.
But I want to use that time as a reverse. The little children, where Jesus says, let the little children come unto me. Yes. The only way I can do it is through the music and the productions and so forth. So the first show we have, which is going to include little children, we say we've got to have all of them come. We want to influence the minds of little children. So instead of having the show at the National Arena being $1,200, we're going to have it at $500. And we want them all to come to schools to pack as they always have packed up, and for them to gaze at the face of Christ, to see the wonder of his work, to understand how much he loves us and forgives us poor sinners, That is poor sinners.
25 years later, though, I do want to talk a little bit about the role that faith-based theater like this played. What is the role of it in Jamaica's cultural and spiritual landscape today? Is it still relative? Do people still...
Oh, marvelous.
Yes.
Marvelous. Usually, in one season with 2 weeks, we would get as much as 50,000, 60,000 people coming.
Amazing.
We have children's shows, we have gala shows, and the crowds keep coming because Christ is eternal. He's universal. He's in you, he's in me. He's in the very poorest of people. And what has also happened, I find that there's a vision and an understanding that part of Christian faith is not just words, but works. The works of God must be visible. We must manifest what the Lord said. I was hungry, you fed me. I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. I was naked, you clothed me. Get up and walk, rise, and the driving out of demons. What do we mean by demons in our times? Many of our mental people are possessed by demons. How can we help? Do you understand, or I wish our Jamaican people would understand, like the doctors that are sent, the business people that are sent, have a big role to play in the works of Jesus. But we want to see the works. We don't want to hear just words being preached by a parson, And that's what I understood. So we went into the ghettos, as you know, and we just worked with the homeless and destitute. And even though at one time 2 of our brothers were murdered, we said, we've got to keep on going. We love the people, we love the poor. We love Jesus. We've got to do it. And so I want you to come along with the little kids
to
the show.
Absolutely.
I want to, I don't know, I'm sure if you were asked this question 30 years ago, I don't know what the answer would be, but what keeps you going? I see that you have now, I read you're being presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award for the longevity and your awesome work, amazing work that you have done in theater and bringing your message and your continued dedication to the homes and the poor. But what keeps you going now in 2025?
I'm confident that Christ is the meaning of life. And I don't want our people ending up being a negative people about themselves and about others. I want that positive message of Jesus. He rose from the dead and he promised eternal life. I want that message to get across to everyone. All you sinners, all you people who feel that you're not worthy, those of you filled with despair and anxiety, remove it. Come to the arms of the Lord and let Jesus take a hold of you and bring you into his heavenly home. I've got a home prepared for you.
And you do that invitation so well in your production, Jesus 2025. I want to talk about the dates for those who are watching to be reminded of when is the first staging. Is it on September 27th?
24th. 24th, and that's when I want
That's for the children.
the children to come for only $500.
Yes.
And if any of them are hungry, we're going to feed them. Okay? But we want them to be spiritually fed by the production of.
And then we have September 27th and 28th, and then also October 4th to 5th, right?
4th, right.
Yes.
And also from the 1st, we'll also have school shows.
Awesome. Yes, I've been getting emails about the school shows, so I'm happy to see that. And you know, you said this about doing the works, and I love the way that you've presented something like this for a way for people to be involved, for people to help with the homes by just coming, because this will help to keep the homes going and keep your work going as well.
Right, and I want you to come and play the part of Mary and sing with Joseph.
I'll have to ask Tessie to come to that part for me. It's always wonderful to have you. I know that for these 2 weekends, the arena is going to be filled. And I'm so excited about it being on a much bigger stage. And I'm excited to see 25 years later how well this will still stand. So
And all for Jesus and the poor.
Yes, thank you so much.
And please remind those children, it's only 500 Jamaican dollars. It's not $1,200 as a birthday gift from myself.
For September 24th for that show.
Father Richard
we love
Holland, he's doing the giving, even though it's his birthday today.
Yes, and you can follow along at FHF Music for more details if you want to find out more details. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And happy birthday.
STGC, Ad Maharem, Gloria.
Our guest has been Father Richard Holong, priest and founder of the Missionaries of the Poor, sharing his mission and ministry through theater. Sunrise continues after the break. We'll be right back. Happy birthday again.
Get ready for Jesus 2025, 25th Jubilee Year of Hope with Father Holong and Friends, a celebration of faith and the life of Jesus Christ at the National Arena. Gala shows on September 27th to 28th and October 4 to 5. Tickets adults $2,000 and $3,000, children $1,200. All proceeds support Missionaries of the Poor. Get your tickets now. Call 876-774-7350 or 876-809-5877. Jesus 2025. You can't afford to miss it.
Let's spread the word around to let the world know that we are proud to be one republic. We are the road to republic. Well then, let's propel we nation moving forward in a new direction. True independence, that's the projection. No more dependency, it's the best plan. Yes, we know what's best for us, cause we want we country prosperous. So make we just pull together as the general public while on the road to republic. Let's spread the word around to let the world know that we are proud to be one republic. We are the road to republic.
A message from the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs.
We are the road to republic.
At Flow, loyalty pays back. So we're rewarding our customers with $20,000 in groceries for only $2,700 plus GCT. Simply add postpaid mobile to your current internet plan and claim your $20,000 supermarket card today. That's how we keep your rhythm flowing. Conditions apply.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi. Brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
Jamaica is paving the way to becoming a republic, or future or choice. The time by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs is
7:30.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
I feel relaxed already. So glad to have you back with us. As we're about to say, well, yes, to better sleep. It is sleep time, but I want to go back on my bed. And it's time for us to actually talk about this very overlooked but precious aspect of health. That is getting some shut-eye.
Getting some shut-eye. Listen, with us is certified respiratory therapist, sleep coach, and founder of ISD Health Solutions, Gregory Arno, to explain why sleep is more than rest. Welcome again to Sunrise. You're awake?
Yes, trying my best.
Yeah, how many hours of sleep did you get last night?
I would say roughly about 5.
Okay, not too bad, same.
I'm trying to get 7 or 8.
Exactly. Is that unreasonable though in this day and age? I'm like, am I pushing for too much sleep if I try for 7 hours?
Well, we need it, and it actually shows. If you get the amount of sleep, it's going to change the outcome of your day. And unfortunately, we all have to struggle with it. I don't have a hack on sleep. I just know that we've learned that sleep plays an important role in life, and looking to share that information with many people around the world.
I want to start there because, I mean, for children, we are told 8 hours, but as you age, you need less hours to sleep. What is it now, 6?
Well, you know, most people, and I find in the Caribbean, as I've been surveying through questionnaires, how many hours do people actually get to sleep? And I think because of our busy schedules with work and traffic and responsibilities of life, typically most Caribbean people are getting somewhere between 5 and 5.5 hours. That obviously is not enough time for the body to go through the natural progression of what we call light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, which is our architecture of sleep. And unfortunately, we pay the price. We pay the price in weight gain, diabetes, high blood pressure, falling asleep, not being present when we're present. You know, the mind just constantly wandering and not being able to stay focused. So as you realize, sleep is important, and the more sleep we can get, the better.
A lot of people kind of brush off poor sleep or even snoring. I'm always talking, I'm like, you know, if you're snoring, you're probably not sleeping right. You're probably there's something else going on. What are some of the other dangers or things that we might be missing that we don't even realize linked to our sleep?
Well, obviously in our sleep, we don't know what's going on. Our bedside partner would know a lot more about what's going on with us from night to night, hearing sounds, seeing the movements throughout the night, or maybe even running to go to the bathroom repeatedly. When you're having these changes in your sleep architecture at night, and there's changes in your breathing taking place, or you're waking up to go to the restroom, just fragments that sleep, affects the quality of that sleep. And some of those symptoms we somewhat ignore is one, the snoring, the choking, the gasping, the waking up with the dry mouth or the headaches, kind of needing that cup of coffee to get that day started, just feel like you can't seem to get up off the ground until you get that caffeine in your system. And then, you know, by lunchtime, you get the itis and you're dozing off on yourself, even behind the wheel of a car trying to make it home in traffic. So those are more like the signs. And if you're having blood pressure issues, sugar level issues, you know, issues with just getting your brain to focus, or even erectile issues, men don't realize that it play a role in how well we sleep and how well we oxygenate the body during sleep.
That's something I actually would like you to go a little bit deeper into, because you said how we sleep is how we live, but I want you to just connect the dots for us between sleep and conditions like heart disease or diabetes and anxiety. I think people would be surprised to see that these are connected.
Well, most people relate themselves to one type of sleeping disorder called insomnia. We all say at some point we have a difficulty falling asleep or maybe staying asleep. But insomnia most often is kind of masked and in conjunction with sleep apnea. Sleep apnea being a condition where your breathing has stopped repeatedly during sleep, and you don't feel this pain, but your brain and your body and heart is starving of oxygen. And what we see as a result of it is the tiredness, is the weight gain, is the blood pressure issues, because your blood pressure is supposed to take a dip while you're sleeping in a relaxed state and what we call our sympathetic or parasympathetic nervous system at a time when the body's relaxed. But unfortunately, your body is on a heightened alert all night because your brain is sensing what we call fight or flight response because breathing is changing. So when you hear that sound, it's not to be ignored. I mean, I know that we've lived with this, and in the Caribbean, it's kind of customary that we believe everybody snores, especially when we're tired. And actually, we had some alcohol in our system. But the truth is, I watched this happen with my grandmother for years, and this is why I'm doing what I'm doing and trying to help people understand that that's not something to ignore.
It's not normal,
that's a sign, and that's something that could lead to something more seriously dangerous down the road.
Whoa. This is, I should be taking notes.
Yes, yes.
Listen,
I think it's even more tricky though nowadays with people. We have phones in our hands. So even getting to sleep is sometimes a big issue because now we have this next thing now that is distracting us. And I can't imagine that being on your phone right before you go to bed is a good way to get good sleep.
Or as you are awake in the morning.
Wake up, yeah.
And so true as you would bring that up. The blue light and obviously the light from the phones affect our melatonin release and our cortisol in our bodies. And unfortunately, we've gotten so attached to this phone. It's the last thing we look at before we go to bed and the first thing we look at when we wake up. And this constant exposure to light affects our ability to get good quality sleep. And unfortunately, our kids are ruining their sleep routines and their sleep patterns from young ages because we've stuck these phones in our children's hands. We can't watch them 24 hours, so once they're consumed and being somewhat challenged with the phones or the tablets, we think, okay, we can get to what we need to get to, but that exposure becomes something that becomes a regularity in their lives, affecting them academically, affects them with their ability to be able to manage their weight and their growth production, and eventually their attitudes and moods and just about every kind of health concern as you would see as a result of not getting proper sleep.
True. Also, we've read about sleep apnea. Most persons don't know what it is. I want to talk to us about sleep apnea. And I don't know why it's overlooked, but we'd love to know what are some of the warning signs that we can look forward to or look for.
Well, sleep apnea affects more than 1 billion plus people. So if you have sleep apnea, you're not alone. In Jamaica, having had a conversation with Dr. Tufton in the past, and he indicates that obviously he has sleep apnea and he's been dealing with it and treating it himself, and encourages every Jamaican to understand there's about 1 million Jamaicans that have sleep apnea and are clueless about it. This relaxation that takes place in the back of the throat as well as the rest of the body during sleep eventually causes the airway, which is now patent and open, to kind of slide down and kind of get relaxed and collapse that airway, limiting the oxygen flow in, and we hear that vibrational sound in the back of the palate as a result of this. These are the signs that something obviously is compromising the airway. If you're choking, gasping, waking up with a set of anxiety, or even having anxiety to fall asleep, a lot of times this is in conjunction to your brain realizing you're about to be suffocating all night and you don't even feel it or even know that it's happening. And unfortunately, it's what I experienced as a child watching my grandmother snore like a bear. And then becoming a respiratory therapist later on in my adult life, realized she had a very common issue that so many people have, and they just ignore it. They just don't even realize. And so many families are being disconnected now. Friends and loved ones I've grown up with actually died in their sleep or waking up with heart attacks because they just ignored all the signs and never took it seriously.
Amazing. Sleep, super important. I want to talk a little bit about Sleeptember and what the goal of this campaign is and how you hope it will change how people feel about sleep. Something we do every single day.
Yes.
So
Well,
tell us about Sleeptember.
Sleeptember is a wake-up call to the Caribbean, but since we're in Jamaica, we're looking to wake up every single home and family that understands now that sleep is a vital part of our lives. It is just as important as nutrition, just as important as exercise. And unfortunately, it takes the back seat or takes a very low priority in our lives, and it needs to become something that we focus on. It's not just about the awareness, it's more about the action. We got to remove the stigma about this. We have to take away this understanding that, oh, sleep is not anything but just a luxury. If you get to have it, you do. No, it's actually a necessity for life. It's going to determine your success in life, your ability to be healthy, and how long you live. So all of these things are very important to us, and during this Sleeptember, we're kicking off a campaign with the Diabetes Association of Jamaica. We like to have all the diabetics that potentially may have sleeping disorders provide them a complimentary home sleep study where we can help identify in the Caribbean the connection with type 2 diabetes and sleep apnea, because they typically go hand in hand due to the body becoming insulin resistant as the oxygen levels drop in our sleep. So there's pretty much a chicken before the egg scenario, or the egg before the chicken, and we're hoping to get this information here in the Caribbean to better shed light on how chronic illnesses are directly related to this, starting with diabetes.
And you know, I heard a performer said, I'm so busy, I have no time to sleep. I will sleep when I die.
That's my father. That's what he told me until he had a stroke. And he woke him up. It was his wake-up call.
Yeah, no joke. And that is the effects, I mean, meaning if we don't really take this seriously, it can be very detrimental to you. And as you said, we keep brushing it off. So I love campaigns like Sleep Timber to say, hey, we got to think more seriously about how we are sleeping. For viewers who are watching right now who maybe feel like, gosh, you know, I do want to develop better sleep habits and they struggle with sleep, what are 3 simple changes they can start to improve their sleep even tonight?
Well, the first thing you'd like to do is have a consistent schedule of sleep. You have what's called a biological clock, or also known as our circadian rhythm. I don't know if you've ever woke up a few minutes before your clock in the morning and realized, oh my goodness, I still got 10 or 15 minutes. Your brain already knows when it's time to get up. So having a consistent time going to bed and waking up at a consistent time would help with a number of the challenges.
So even if that time is later, because we have a lot of night owls maybe who are, so even if I say my bedtime every night is 12 o'clock, but I'm going to wake up at 7, so I get 7 hours, that's fine.
That's fine.
It don't
Just
matter
make sure
how late.
it's consistent. As long as it's a consistency. You can't be sleeping at 10 one night, 2 the next morning, and 9. Your body doesn't know when to actually get into
we have to
sleep.
quit the job.
Now, let's not do that. I guess another thing will be also is have like a nighttime routine, like to help you get your mind prepared for sleep. You know, start some light stretching or meditation or some devotion. Put the screen
Put down
away,
the phone
right?
an hour before bedtime.
A good hour.
Take up the book.
Take up the book. That'll help
Reading
you.
is good, yeah.
You know, try not to consume large meals or any alcohol. I know we believe alcohol helps us to sleep, but not truly. It affects the quality of our sleep. And I would say lastly, just make sure that everyone respects your sleep in the home. People are on different sleep schedules. A lot of times people don't say, hey, you know what, you're waking up at 4 in the morning, but I don't have to get up till 8. Keep it quiet so that the other person can sleep, and vice versa while you're trying to get to bed. So I think with those 3 tips, you'll see a huge improvement overall as day goes in and day goes out, because, to be truthful, our life begins in the bedroom. We all came from the bedroom, didn't we? The existence of how well we live, the enjoyable times that we'll get, and how health is kind of predicated on how well we sleep and what goes on in our bedrooms.
Talk to us about where we can get this book.
The Wake Up Call. It's available on Amazon. It's also available at Fontana, at the Waterloo, Portmore, and Montego Bay location. It's available at Norman Manley Airport. We have a few in the ISD locations here in Kingston, and we have it on our website for free. You can download the ebook just by going to isdhealthsolutions.com and download the free ebook.
Awesome. I could talk about sleep all day. I love it. I really appreciate you being here, Gregory. We really appreciate it. Every time you come, I'm always like, I need to go to bed. I need to get serious about my sleep. I love that. I think it's a definite wake-up call for all of us. So I appreciate you being here. And yeah, Sleep Timber it is. Love that. All right, Gregory Arnault, certified respiratory therapist, sleep coach, and founder of ISD Health Solutions. Thank you for the wake-up call. Now, after the break, the football fever continues with CVM's exclusive coverage of ISA Schoolboy Football 2025.
STGC.
No, come on.
Get home with NHD, more possibilities. Get home with NHD, turn a dream home into reality. From vision to foundation, for many generations. Home buyer or home builder, get to your destination. Get home with NHD, more possibilities. Get home with NHD, the key to your home.
Get tiles and get creative with your floors, walls, and all the spaces in between. Our knowledgeable sales consultants are happy to help create your beautiful finish with the latest designs in first quality porcelain, wood look, vinyl, mosaics, natural stones, and countertops. At Creative, you will get every tile you need for your residential or commercial projects. Creative Building Finishes, your one-stop shop for everything tiles. Visit our showroom at 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get creative.
Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, grab a sunshine, double cheese balls. We are crunch on a cheese balls. Daddy nickel pick, double cheese balls. Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, grab a sunshine snack, cheese balls. Some cheese in every bite, flavor in every crunch. Extra cheese, we love it so much. Love cheese in every bite. Grab a sunshine, double cheese balls. We are crunch on a cheese balls. Daddy nickel pick, double cheese balls. Sunshine snacks, cheese balls, flavor in every crunch. Grab a sunshine snacks, cheese puffs today. Enough cheese, no flavor.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
A powerhouse in schoolboy football, Jamaica College want to reclaim the Issa Manning Cup title, but the path to glory is rarely ever without obstacles. The Dark Blues are coming off a 7-2 win over Edith Dalton and face a Greater Portmore team who had a 1-1 draw in their last outing against Spanish Town High. It's the second match of a doubleheader at Jamaica College, Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and you can see it happen on CVM TV, CVMTV.com and CVM TV on YouTube. The curtain raiser will feature Vauxhall and Spanish Town with kickoff at 2 p.m. It's live. It's a schoolboy football action on CVM, CVMTV.com, and CVM TV on YouTube. JC versus Greater Portmore at 4:30 p.m. And before that, Spanish Town take on Vauxhall High at 2 p.m. in a doubleheader from Jamaica College this Wednesday, September 17.
All right, welcome back to the sunny side of morning television. I'm Jordan Fort. The schoolboy football season is heating up. And CVM has all the action covered, of course. Today's doubleheader takes us to Jamaica College, where Spanish Town faces Vauxhall at 2 p.m., followed by the home team, JC, squaring off with Greater Portmore starting at 4:30 p.m. And, you know, we're into the exciting part of the morning. Tammy and IT really wanted to do this, but they couldn't because this is too exciting for them. They did the boring stuff. This morning, I'm joined by football coach and analyst Daniel Bent to talk about some of what we're going to expect from schoolboy football and in particular the matches today. All right, welcome to Sunrise, Daniel. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, man, thank you for having me.
All right, so Jamaica College versus Greater Portmore. JC, of course, being the big side. 4:30 p.m. kickoff, Ashenaim Stadium at Jamaica College. They're the home team. Yeah. I haven't seen JC yet so far this season. I know you have tabs on Jamaica College. How are they looking?
Jamaica College for this season should be just about there. It is the first time in 12 years, so second time in 12 years that Jamaica College would have not won the Manning Cup. But this season, they have some experienced players. Jabari Howell playing his third season. Dwayne Berger, who's a national under-15 player, plays also Premier League for Waterhouse. He scored a hat-trick on Saturday. So Jamaica College should be ready for this game.
You know, I saw KC, they're the reigning champions, of course, and I know they come back with a high-powered team. And the question is it KC or JC as the favourites for Manning Cup this season? What are your insights telling you?
Based on the fact that Kingston College is defending champion, as you said, it's almost even because both teams have quality players all over the park, and they also have depth. I saw Kingston College play Haile Selassie yesterday evening. They left it late in the second half to win 2-0. So they're just basically warming up the engine for what should be an exciting schoolboy football season.
Right. And JC, with their coach, Davian Ferguson, they have a particular style of play. Is that the same kind of modus operandi for them this season?
Yes, I don't think it will change because over the years it would have given him success. Yes, I mentioned last season they did not win any trophy. It's really rare for Jamaica College. They play in a build-up phase, a 3-2-5. So the three centre-backs, one wing-backs comes in, invert, and they have 5 persons attacking They tend to exploit the wide spacing. They normally have fast wingers, so I don't expect that to change. They play a high line. So if I was Greater Portmore, I would say play a low back, try to hit JC on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned what Greater Portmore should be thinking. I mean, realistically, what are we thinking in terms of what should we expect? Is it going to be a one-way street for JC? I mean, how much resistance would we expect from Greater Portmore, especially based on history, the history of the two teams?
Well, history, we would say that they would have lost embarrassingly against Jamaica College the last time they played in 2019, 10-0 at Royal Lakes, 5-0 at the JC Stadium with a super team then. So for Greater Portmore, coming from a 1-1 draw against Spanish Town, they should have some level of confidence. Yes, JC is not all supreme this season because they would have conceded against St. Mary's College, which I wouldn't expect them to do. But the first 15 minutes of this game today will determine the outcome of the game. So if they can hold out, as they say in Jamaican terms, without conceding, then it should be an interesting game.
All right, we've talked a lot about JC. Of course, Vauxhall taking on Spanish Town. I don't think most people know about this Vauxhall team, but you've been telling me off camera that they are very talented.
Yeah, man. The injection of Kyle Butler there, starting his journey as the head coach, he has brought a freshness to the Vauxhall community. They would have won the East Kingston Derby against Camperdown High School 2-1. They have a plethora of young but experienced players. Codlin, who is now the head coach at St. Jacob High School, would have done an excellent job as it relates to building that foundation. And they've got the spine of Vauxhall's team, Javier Coking Glol, their captain, Omarion Gentles, their pivot in midfield, Daniel Walker, who I think is one of the best midfielders, defensive midfielders in schoolboy football.
Is that right?
Yeah. Today we'll show.
Yeah.
Because I would have seen them not only on the training pitch, but in tournaments, because they went to the quarterfinals in the Addy Cup, and they would have won a trophy against Wolmer's. So this Vauxhall team is a team that if you don't show up and they show up on their best day, they can cause you
So
problems.
those are the names. I should repeat those names because I've been looking out for those names. You know, tell me the names again.
So Javier Koke in goal, Omarion Gentles as captain. Number 4, Daniel Walker, who's the number 6 in midfield.
Daniel Walker, you said you think is one of the best, or if not the best,
one of
central midfielders in the competition.
One of.
Okay.
One of. I would say. Also Richardo Walker, who scored in the East Kingston Derby, and their pivot, number 9, Lafayette Clark.
Yeah. I'm look. What style do they play? Are they an attacking team? Do they hit you on the counter?
Based on their coach's way of playing when he was a player and still a player, is a ball playing team. So they will try to play the ball through the lines to affect change in the game. They're a forward-thinking team. They always want to attack, but defensively they're very compact, very hard to break down. So it should be an interesting game. Very interesting game.
Again, though, Spanish Town, what are we looking at from them? Is it that we think that they can provide some resistance, or are we expecting one-way traffic from Vauxhall?
Spanish Town is a tricky team, you know. They would have not played in schoolboy football in 2023, but they came back last year. So I'm thinking that they're somewhat on the rebuilding stage, but they do have a little diamond in their army, young Kevon Ains, their captain and number 8, who scored actually in the time added on in the derby against Greater Portmore. So I would say, in my own bet, not because Kyle is my friend, but Vauxhall should have the upper hand in this game.
You have any predictions?
Predictions, if putting me on the spot, not a problem. So I'm looking at Vauxhall 3-0. That's my prediction.
Vauxhall 3-0, and prediction for JC Greater Portmore?
Well, I don't want my friends to be unhappy with me. I want to be very nice. Probably, let's just say 5. 5-0 in favor of Jamaica College.
And that's being nice.
That's being nice.
Well, you did say it was 15-0 in favor of Jamaica College last time.
Yes,
the
yes.
two teams met.
Nice.
But, as you said, that's a completely different team, right?
Completely different team, because that 2019 team would have had Shani Thomas, Duncan McKenzie, Nicashay Murray, young Daniel Russell, who would have made a trip from Omo Technical to Jamaica College. Philan Lawrence, who plays for Harborview. So, I mean, that team, in comparison to the team now, is a totally different team. In my mind, probably a stronger team, 2019 compared to now.
Yeah, indeed. But still Jamaica College, and still we expect a lot from them.
Is still there. And knowing the sporting director, Mr. Forbes, I know that based on the hiccup that they would have had last year, they would have done their homework to ensure that they have a proper unit for this season.
Yeah, well, I hope he did it before, because he's now in Tokyo with the Jamaica track and field team. But many thanks to Coach Bent for that insight. Many thanks for joining us on the program today. Just to remind you, it's a doubleheader happening today. Of course, Spanish Town taking on Vauxhall at 2 p.m. Then it's Jamaica College hosting Greater Portmore at 4:30. And you can catch all the action live and exclusive right here on CVM TV. We're also on CVMTV.com and on CVM TV on YouTube. You don't want to miss it. We're going to take a break before wrapping things up on the flip side with the boring Tammy and IT.
Be a flag pan vehicle, looking at the crowd, bus load of supporters from school and community too. People nothing at distance, some a listen pan radio, some a watch it on TV too. Country and town unite for one reason.
A war of attrition is at hand.
Isa, schoolboy football, run come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if I your team beat your chest, Isa.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISSA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we speak to the winner of the first installment of the Tourism Enhancement Fund's groundbreaking Tourism Innovation Incubator Program, Dr. Dwayne Chambers.
Turbulence to future, I'm going to end that CVM. See it happen. We've got the love others are searching for. I'm still loving you, even though you're gone. I could have been one of the most notorious. Keep it royal. Give thanks and praise for life. Thank you very much. Go bang! Bang, bang.
There is some magic that happens here in these 2 hours. It flies.
No. Break up. A very good morning. Welcome to our next interview. And we're interviewing Tammy Chin Mitchell.
We are not. The very boring IT and Tammy are back. So see, we are no. Can you believe that we've made it through 2 hours just like that? I feel like we were just saying good morning to you all, promising that we'd take you through this morning. And here we are now, sending you off on your day.
Yes.
And hoping that it's a wonderful, wonderful day for you. Of course, as always, if you missed out on anything, you can watch your favorite segments over and over again on our YouTube channel, CVM TV. And for all of the fun stuff in between, we're on Instagram at CVM_television. Hi, Michaela.
And my dear sister Joy. How could I forget?
Oh, no.
I didn't forget.
You kind of did.
She celebrated her birthday yesterday, too. Because I'm so focused on my wife, my sister, sometimes I forget.
Oh, my gosh.
But my dear, and your name is Joy.
Wow.
Joy, Joy.
It's a good name.
Have an absolutely splendid rest of the day. I know you're traveling.
Indeed.
Have a wonderful time.
You really got yourself back. Joy is going to be happy with you now.
Yeah.
She probably wasn't happy. Did you call her yesterday at least?
Yes.
Okay.
And I sang to her.
That's fine. That's fine. You mean because you didn't do it publicly?
Yes.
All right.
Because your children are watching you.
Them are watch. Them are say, Them can't for that. Your wife, that's not sorry for go. Anyway, them are telling us we have to leave. So guess what now?
Listen, It matters not what we said all morning. Remember this. God without man is still God. But man without God is nothing.
Yeah.
Is zero. Is nada. Vapor. In fact, IAN means I am nothing.
Oh.
That's my name, Ian.
I am nothing.
IAN.
Okay.
I am nothing.
Okay.
Without God.
My name is TAMI, which is
Yeah,
always much information.
Have an awesome and amazing day today.
Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye. Oh.